the upper 30s. Carissa.
Thank you. Walter Hrycaj is back, the director of the Columbia branch of the School of Metaphysics. We've been talking to you and Anna, who's currently over there on our couch, all morning about dreams. And we now have come to the point of analyzing them. There are a lot of symbols. I actually have a list of 25 most common symbols, and we've got questions from our viewers regarding their dreams.
Wonderful.
One of those questions, let me get started with, let's see here. Henry Puckett says he's dreamed at times that he's a completely different person in a different house with a different family. The people in his dream weren't anybody that he knew in real life.
Oh, it's very good. Well, there are two rules I'd like to address real quickly about dreams and dream interpretation. The first rule is that every dream is about the dreamer, and everything in the dream is about the dreamer. So when we have people in the dream, they represent aspects of ourselves. So when this person has a completely different type of person that they're unfamiliar with, there's a whole new level of learning for himself that he's just now becoming aware of, that he needs to become more conscious of.
What are some of the most common symbols that reoccur in our dreams?
People is one. Houses in a dream, common symbol. Water in a dream, very common. And food.
Okay, we actually have a viewer who mentioned water. She just, Masanda Wheatley says, what does it mean when you dream about water?
It represents conscious life experience. So whenever we have water, when we think about our physical bodies, we take in it to nourish us or to give us sustenance. So in our conscious waking life, our experiences, if we're awake and aware of what we're learning through them, gives us sustenance for our soul. So if we have water in the dream that's flooding us, there's some way that we're feeling overwhelmed, or sometimes there's like a stream or a trickle that we're observing. So we're observing something that's happening in our waking life. So it's
interesting.
Conscious life experience.
Now what about our anchors? Dick and Megan, do you guys have any questions maybe of a symbol in your dreams? Do either one of you remember yours very often?
Well, I know my mom and I think my sister, they have dreams that their teeth are falling out all the time.
Okay.
They have teeth dreams. What does that mean?
That's great. Well, teeth, when we use our teeth to chew food, and food in a dream represents knowledge. And if the teeth are falling out, it's telling us that there is a new way that we need to assimilate this knowledge. So we may be assimilating or reviewing the knowledge in our waking life as we would always do, or repetitively or habitually. So when we have dreams that our teeth are falling out, we just need to look at it from a different perspective.
And I know we've got so many viewer questions. If your question doesn't get answered here today on the show, there is the Dream Circle this Friday that you can attend. And then I've also got the information for you that I believe is in a graphic that we can pop up on the screen there of the School of Metaphysics. You can give them a call, check out their website, send an email. But last we're going to talk about William May, who says he always used to have dreams about him going to school in his underwear.
Oh yes, yeah, that's a period of vulnerability. So anytime that we're naked in a dream or kind of half clothed, that's bringing our awareness to some way that we're feeling vulnerable. And school represents a place in mind, so it's a place that he's learning to be a little more open, a little more honest, a little more vulnerable.
That is very interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of symbols here, things like animals, vehicles, waters, death, babies, marriages. So if you do have questions, like I said, give them a contact at the school. And thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And talking to us about our dreams.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And the language of dreams.
My
Back
pleasure.
to you guys.